Okay, yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, I'm Simon from Xavier. We integrate with Xero. We're a data quality tool, so we extract all data out of Xero, bring it into Xavier, and we show a lot of insights into that data. So we look at everything in Xero. We look at the number of bank reconciling items. We look at if you coded off the right tax rates. We look at does a fixed asset register reconcile. So basically, it's a toolkit for accountants to help streamline and automate those processes. So there's customer journey. What we suggest is if you're a Xero accountant, try out Xavier, the 30-day free trial. Just go to Xavier-Analytics.com. Say try now. Just go in there, have a little play around. We're generally finding people are using it for a number of different things, but the first thing people like to see is a health score. So for every client, we generate a health score, which is a percentage that says this is how healthy we think this data is. And lots of people are using that just to get an indication of if they need to do data cleanup on that client or what they might want to do. So people are using that in the onboarding process. They're using that for monthly bookkeeping. They're using it for VAT returns. And then we've got a workflow feature where you can kind of customize the checks that you want to do and put it into your own workflow.
As an example, then, like if I've got a new client that's come to me with a Xero, it looks a bit messed up.
Yeah.
We'd plug in your tool, so there's Xero, and it's going to extract a load of things that you are flagging that are wrong. And then we can use that to go back to the client and say, this is wrong, like we need to do something about this, and that helps them price better their training and the clean-up work.
Exactly, yeah. I think there are two things to it. I think firstly, if you're going to bring on a new client, sometimes you bring on a new client, if they're already on Xero, and you don't know what data quality is like, and you end up having to pay for that yourself, because you invest time to clean up someone else's mess, whereas if you load someone into Xavier, it will tell you their health score's not very good, and that metric really allows the customer to have an indication of how good something is, and you can have that discussion with the client and say, actually, your previous accountant or previous bookkeeper wasn't actually that good, there were some errors in there, and we need to get you from 40% to 80%.
So it's a percentage then, the metric is like, so it goes from 0 to 100, and what dictates what the percentage is?
So there's a number of things in there, but it's heavily weighted around the bank. So I think it's about 10 checks. If you go to the website, there's a listing of what makes it up, but it's to do with whether your bank reconciles, whether you've coded stuff to the right tax rate, whether you've coded stuff to the right account code. Does your PAYE account reconcile? Does your fixed asset register reconcile? So you have lots of kind of checks that we found that actually it gives a really good indication of how healthy that Xero data is.
Okay, and do you look at like customer supplier data as well? Like, is customer data complete? Is supplier data complete?
Yes.
Things like that? Are there rules in the bank?
Yeah, so unfortunately we can't look at bank rules because it's not available through the Xero API.
Okay.
But once we've made sure that you code the data to the right place, we then will show you anomalies in supplier transactions. So for instance, if you doubled your expenditure 1 month on a supplier, we flag that as a potential error, like is there a duplicate invoice there, is there something else there? So we bring back absolutely everything from Xero, so we're able to do that customer and supplier analysis. There's also a sandbox in the app, which is pretty much everything from Xero in a big pivot table. So if you like pivot tables, like data, you can cut and slice the data in any way that you want to.
So nice for people that are used to Excel.
Yeah, definitely. If they want to, so some things people use like for tracking categories, for instance, they find Xero tracking categories aren't that good at reporting data. You can group by tracking category, and you can do that really easily. So it's pretty powerful if you kind of get used to it.
Okay, great. Yeah. So if someone's using Xavier and then they need a bit of help, like, have you got support that they can contact?
Yeah.
How does that look?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got a learn page on the website, which is like videos talking you through each of the insights and cleanup tools, which is good. But also we're really active on support. There's a chat function. We'll always answer that, and we're always up for doing a demo webinar over Zoom or whatever it might be. So
So as soon as someone comes on, they'll get the demo webinar to start with. Like someone will contact them. And then once they're into using it, there's like a live chat on the website, or they've got email support. Or they can call. Can they call you? Or?
So at the moment, we're probably more responsive on chat. But if you want to have a call, you just let us know on the chat, and we can probably set up a call straight away.
So you sort of fact find what their issue is, and then if you need to delve into it deeper, then you can get onto a call.
But honestly, genuinely within minutes, you should have a response on the chat function. And yeah, what we find is people, there's a lot of stuff in there, so what we try and find is people to go in, have a little look first, and then so they kind of get used to it a little bit, and then we can have a demo to talk you through what makes it, what's the best thing for you to use. And because some of us are accountants by background, hopefully we can relate to what you're trying to do, your processes and procedures, and kind of like map that out for you to do the implementation across the practice.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Cheers for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.